This is taking a long, long time. Alrighty, I'm back. So howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I'm back with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And last time, previously on PaleRider Live, I was gonna go. Here we go. Essex. I am doing the quest for Essex. This is the ally quest. Is that what they call them? Alliance quests, I guess, might be more accurate. Which are pretty much the main quests. I have this one left. I already did Kent. I need to do Sussex. This is Sussex, right? Yeah, Sussex. And Hamptonshire doesn't have its own yet. I don't know if it will or not, but I haven't done Winchester yet either. So it looks like there's only 3 more quests in this quest line, which I'm pretty sure mean that it's pretty close to the end of the game. Like I've shown quite a few times, all the, see down on the bottom right, the wealth mysteries and artifacts are completely done everywhere. I think, wait, even in here? Even in Winchester. The last one I did last time, which was in here in Jorvik. For us people that speak common American English, it's Jorvik. Okay, so looks like I'm fast traveling to Cloyshire? Colshire? Whatever. I will learn to speak it when I die. When I am at the right hand of Odin in Valhalla, he will tell me how it's pronounced. Like Odin would even put me at his right hand. He'll put me under his ass and fart on me. Oh, this is loud. Alabaster? Or did you just call me a bastard? I don't know. Sounded funny to me. Okay, is that the right way? Am I going up there to that villa? Looks like it. I'm going up to there. To the villa in the sky. Didn't Black Sabbath write a song about that? So I was doing some research on Black Sabbath today for some reason. There's a song that they did in the Master Reality album called After Forever, which is definitely a song that's pro God and Jesus. And I always thought that funny because they have another song on the same album called Lord of this World, which is about the devil.
Alderman Bierstan has made this ruin his longhouse.
It's definitely about the devil, but it's not putting the devil in a positive light like you'd think, because most people associate Black Sabbath with some kind of Satanistic crap, you know. But Lord of this World is talking, pretty much saying what the Bible says, is that that the devil has control over the earth. And sin and hate and everything else is all influenced by the devil, which is the master of the world. And you're given temptations constantly, and you have to consciously understand that and consciously decide to not give in to temptation, which is actually one of the lines in one of the songs. One of those two songs has something about that. Not give in to temptation and stuff. But, yeah, so I was looking up stuff, and I noticed on a forum that there was a whole discussion about just those two songs, as well as a couple other songs in that Black Sabbath does. One of them is called Into the Sun, which Into the Sun really seems like it might be, anti-God type song, but it's not. Even that song, I looked up the words to that, and I read them, and right away I knew exactly what they meant, is they're anti-hypocrite, which there is a lot of hypocrites in all religions. You know, people that think that they know what's best for everybody else and tries to tell them what to do, and shuns them or demonizes them when they don't. But anyway, it's
because you have drunk the barrel dry.
my conclusion after doing all that research and looking up the lyrics for songs that I already knew most of the lyrics for, and thinking about all the other songs that I know the lyrics of Sabbath, I pretty much know probably 50% of all the lyrics to all Black Sabbath songs by heart. And it's been my understanding for a long time that they grew up in the 50s and 60s in England, which was a pretty religious country at the time. And actually, Geezer Butler, who is their bass player, was a Catholic, which was pretty unusual for England, even in that time when they were going through all this acceptance period of time. You know, and he grew up in the 50s, which wasn't acceptance. But after pre-World War II, things were a lot different in England than most places in the world, because England had went through the biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest hells in World War II. I mean, I'm sure that the Russians went through a worse time, but because of their government, they were not able to express themselves the way that the English did. The English came out of the war completely devastated and realized how fleeting life was, and since they were more free than, say, the Russians, they expressed themselves a lot differently. And that's where the people that were born right during the war and after the war grew up in a time where people were a lot more free and open, and that's what brought on the British invasion, rock and roll invasion. They were listening and appreciated black music, which there wasn't as many people in the United States at the time that did. Well, there was. I mean, Elvis. Elvis loved black music, blues and stuff at the time. But they in England in the late 50s, early 60s, they like soaked up that music because they were more accepting than the United States at the time. But anyway, getting off the racism part of it, the music that Black Sabbath was writing was really about freedom and free will and making choices and making the right choice and not being controlled by anybody. And a lot of that had a religious overtone to it because religion was kind of restrictive. And then but if you ever listen to any of their music, almost all of it has a positive message to it. Maybe not the lyrics themselves are real positive, like War Pigs talking about war, and then Electric Funeral, which was talking about nuclear war, and things like that. That maybe not the lyrics themselves, but if you listen to the overall message and the moral of the songs, they had a real positive Christian message to them, and they did that consciously. Geezer Butler wrote a lot of the music, although Ozzy Osbourne got credited with a lot of it. Tony Iommi wrote the actual music itself, but Geezer Butler wrote a good portion. Some say up to 95% of all the lyrics of all their songs. And he was Catholic. But I'm sure he wasn't really practicing like maybe his parents were as much. But he still understood it and accepted that there was a God, and he tried to follow that moral and Christian values, Anyway. A lot of people might not think that, or might even just completely disagree with what I'm saying about that, but I really believe that's true. Anyway, let me get back on with the game.
Poorly run as his land.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater rider's a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Birston does not return soon,
he called her a pig.
Will not be the only thing spilled upon his floors.
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at least.
I gotta remember that. Next time somebody talks about some girl that's really a bitch, or really somebody that I don't like, and they're sticking up for her, I'll say, yeah, and she's also got a fine nose for truffles. See if they understand that. Because pigs can smell truffles, which, if you don't know what truffles are, they're a type of mushroom that grows underground. And they're really pretty much a delicacy. And some pigs can find those things pretty quick. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Lord,
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I'm looking for Birston, the alderman of the Shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
Huh. Is this the one with a fine nose for truffles? No, he said it was that other guy's wife. This guy's wife has a fine nose for truffles, huh? I don't know. How do I get up there? This way? I don't see any stairs. There's got to be some stairs over here. There we go.
Some guy spelled them Papa in his room about it.
Gazelle.
You! Guards will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I'm Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane. I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
At the request of her husband. So, when did he request me here? I forget what happened the last time I played. Did I get a letter from him or something?
He came over yesterday for a while and visited with me. We had pizza.
You are not a Saxon?
You don't speak as one from here. Where's your home?
These rain-sodden bogs and fog-washed hills are not my home, thank Christ. I come from Francia.
My grandfather walked on Frankish sod. He spoke of an appetite for conquest that rivaled our own.
Sadly, my conquests are reduced to pettish thanes and graceless men, all Frankish fire extinguished.
I'm wary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I'll remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten, but I'll return either way.
Well, she's gonna flirt with me. I'm gonna have to kill her husband. That's the way I roll. Kill the husbands, steal the women.
Patience is
Steal
a
their
godly
hearts.
virtue, Adred.
Even the saints were tired of waiting for
Okay, so I'm going that way. Way over there. This is actually closer. Way. Hey, buddies. What's up? What's going on over here? None of that assembly. You can't have big assembly. It's against the rules. Okay. Gotta be right up this hill. Yep, there's a camp.
Hunting is a fine sport, but I hope the alderman has not become the prey. No good comes from a camp this bloody.
This bloody where? Oh, there's a bloody dude. Oh, this is the camp?
Some large prey left these tracks in the grass. were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill a horse.
And eat half of it. You left the best part. Gotta have a horse's head for dinner.
They were caught off guard as they supped. Remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal. The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Björnstam still lives.
He was savaged by a large animal. Jesus. A rapist bear.
Show me what lies ahead.
Allow me what shows ahead. Is that him?
Björnstam, ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for bears. Do not let them charge you. This is one Saxon you won't kill today. Stand down!
Come on.
Ha! Your weapon strikes true. Well fought, friend. I would not have survived this ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God-sent.
I'm Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Björnstam, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
Come at your call. I'm a Norse and no mercenary.
I'm Norse, and no coin groveler.
Intriguing. We Saxons hear only that Danes and Norse are ferocious barbarians, all teeth and claws, with little subtlety or wit. But ho! Are you the Norse I sent word to?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and
Splud?
we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind.
Splud.
I'm
That's
glad
a
you
new one.
answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. We lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There's pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
Wow.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping our Thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in my... God!
Revenge note. Is it? Tearser. It pains me to tell you that your brother, brave soldier though he was been killed by raiding Danes. Take vengeance, oh my son. I've seen that name before, Tearser.
In matters of love, and a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Bearston.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow, my eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Bearston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You mismark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of wattle and daub.
That lady.
I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss your favor to Essex, Abel.
It may be I can speed your business along.
Jesus when the water on wind.
Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Who is this owl, Bearston, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help
Was es
Essex
los, kleine
navigate her
Huntenhof?
brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Bearstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
Send them back to Alfred. They will soon be born.
Are they men or babes? If Alfred meddles in the affairs of Essex, send his men home in shrouds.
Ah, we should challenge his right to rule. Was not Essex once a thriving kingdom of its own? We should fight, yes, fight! And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
Often should one make an early meal, nor fasting come to the feast.
The feast, yes. The festival! This is not for full bellies, but to bless the loaf. Does that not bring us all good fortune? And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
You know my thoughts, Bearston. The feared. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Keep your men here in the fields. Fields will mean nothing. Beware of sleep.
Refuse to send your men. Let Alfred's people die for his hopeless cause against the Norse.
Then we refuse.
Refuse our king? Has madness taken your wits, Bearston?
There. Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this shire, Bearstan. Useless.
Useless.
That's right.
Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Bearston. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Bearston. Aren't you worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I. But you will
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
Your love has gone sour. What do you need of me?
I notice your love has gone sour. Was it fresher than this?
There is so little difference between love and hate. It's difficult to say where the sourness comes from.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I'm too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Your god prevents it, your king prevents it. I will do what you ask.
Does your god not allow husbands and wives to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Ulvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Now, should I look for Alvida first, or meet with Estrid at the marketplace?
Annals of History 5. How fascinating the Roman practice of bathing. What, they don't believe in bathing? That they would build a place whose sole purpose was the cleanliness of the body. But as I think of it, a clean body denotes a clean mind. A godly pursuit, the baths of this town were used until at least the year 500, where the people were the people here still living as Romans did, even after the last soldier fled our shore. Brother Harold. I got a skill thingy. Okay, I think this is my next one. Okay, so, help her arrange her escape. Oh, shit, the other one's way over there. See this one first. Wait, was there 3 of them? No, just 2. Oh, there's that redheaded chick. She don't want to talk to me. Says you're a loser, you damn Dane. Wow, just running into people. How rude. Blue Jay, what's up, man? How's it going tonight? This guy's gonna try to get me. Why is everybody always after me?
You're like a lame mule.
I am in this town at the request of the frickin' Elderman and his wife, and their soldiers are still after me.
There you are, Eivor. Over here.
She's ducking.
This place would have been impressive once. I came first to help you. Your need seemed more pressing.
And now my marriage awaits your executioner's sword.
Will it not be strange to leave this place? You've lived here half your life.
Yes, but what is to keep me here? A loveless union and the dirt mounds of 2 babes who never took a breath.
Dirt mounds? You miss Frankia? You speak with sadness.
Have you always missed Frankia?
I have. Or rather, I miss the woman I was when I lived there. Somewhat freer and more hopeful.
And what of our plan, the great Lamma's kidnap? Is this a Christian feast?
Yes, it's a wonderful evening. A blessing of the harvest, full of fruits and fires, drinking and dancing.
Revelers with muddy minds and glazed eyes. That's good for us. And what of the ship that will sail you home?
I know just the one, and her captain is full of fire. Come, I will take you to him.
This place would have been impressive.
What the hell?
I was there. I saw it.
Why? This is just stupidity. So I'm in a town helping the freaking leaders of the town, but the soldiers are still after me.
This captain, who is he?
Not much more than a boy in his 17th year. Full of youthful bravado.
A Saxon?
A Dane, though Adred calls you raiders. He says that you are here to steal England.
Some may be. But I've come to settle a stretch of land. I'm not so keen to return to the winters of my birth in Norway.
Norway, ah, it must be beautiful. Rugged and fearsome, and cold as anything the frozen north.
So cold that light hangs in the sky. A road for the Valkyries who carry our dead warriors to their eternal feast.
An eternal feast would be a merry...
This place...
We are here.
This is a brothel.
The captain's name is Rolfr, called Rollo in my tongue. Tell him of our new plan and agree to whatever reward he demands. He may take some convincing, for we did not part on the best of terms.
I'll bring him round. By force or persuasion. Just be ready for my signal at the Lammas festival. This place would have been impressive once.
Best of terms. Hey, Rollo is actually the brother of Ragnar Lothbrok in the TV show Vikings. Or Viking? I think it's just Viking, huh? But I looked it up, and in real life he was not the brother of him, but he's a famous, in real life he was a famous Dane that actually went against the Danes. He was like a traitor to the Danes, and sided with the French when the Danes were trying to capture Paris. And then he ended up spending the rest of his life as like a lord of the French, like some French lord. Enter the brothel, blah, 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 blah. And I'm doing good. How are you tonight? Hey, I'm doing pretty good too, man.
Hello!
He's boning away. Well, with naked.
Please,
naked
I'm just a poor
girls
Christian
everywhere.
brother with nothing left to
Whoa!
give.
I'm gonna get demonetized.
Someone's at the door, Rollo. Oh, is it that hun I asked for?
Estrid sent me.
Did she now? As a parting gift for the man who rattled her bones, huh?
No, I'm here to collect you.
Can it wait?
Oi! Bring out the one they call Rollo. The king's men want to ask him a few questions.
No.
Just a second. Good day, sir. Come in. Move! Move!
Some help here?
Bloody fucking Danes! Open this door! Out! Now!
Follow me.
So the girls that are just standing around don't have no clothes on.
Found your camp, Dave.
But the ones that were actually having sex with people had no clothes on.
I'll rip your heart out, Dane. I'm worth 10 of you.
Estrid did not lie. You have fire.
And who are you to Estrid?
Only a friend. I'm Avon of the Raven clan.
Norse by the music of your speech. Then you must forgive me. Those Saxons knew about my camp. I was mind-drugged to leave my warriors behind.
Go to your men if you must. Only tell me where to find you. We have much to talk about.
Northeast of here, by the river's mouth. Follow me or come when you can.
Hey! Sind we belastet them?
All the half-naked girls are outside now. What's this say? Special services, brothel menu. Muse view, whatever. Delights in oil and hotter. The hotter, the better. Brother Alexander. Oh, these are different people. Seeks the company of the sweetest of beards. What the hell is all this about? Brother Martin, two ladies, one blonde, the other excessively hairy. Brother Essen. He likes to drink and watch. Brother Michael, goats. Make sure Philippa has her horns filled. What? Friar David. Candles. We must order more from the Priory.
For them, team at Farne.
Can't get back in here, huh? Oh, the naked girls will have to stay inside. Without my perverted eyes to spoil them anymore. Okay, where am I going? It's an evil chicken. Evil chickens. This place.
Hey!
Howard!
Shoot! Shoot! Together, lads. We have this.
They're everywhere.
Go! Do your duty, men.
Ow. There's more people after me. I don't like this town. People are not friendly.
This area is off limits.
Apparently your whole town's off limits, dude. Oh wow, this is a fort. Oh, that's just hunky frickin' dory.
So slow!
That guy's gonna go ring the bell. I'm gonna get the block out at dodge. There's the place. You know what?
Yeah!
Why'd I get off my horse? I can just go through the front gate. These guys ain't gonna try to kill me, are they?
No! What is this?
Oh, wow.
Why am I...
They're all dead.
It's worse than I feared. So many of my people gone.
And the rest at each other's throats. They believe one of your number is a traitor.
Lork and Gerhild have been at my side all season. I don't like to doubt them, but my people are taken and my ship is gone.
If the traitor lives, all of you are at risk. Let me talk to them. The innocent have nothing to hide.
Very well. But do not let Loki whisper lies in your ear.
While you were drinking and hope.
I'll save right here because I might do the wrong thing. They never make it obvious. Ever. So you're just kind of guessing at everything in this game anymore.
Attacked us, and these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. I should speak to both, and see if I can find some evidence around the camp.
I'll look around the camp first.
The camp is well stocked, with fresh rabbits and game.
What does that have to do with anything?
This looks like a good spot to hide. Somewhere to wait out a Saxon attack.
Is that it? Well, stock food in a hiding place.
Lord, yes? What is your story?
You want to hear my story? And bring me a mug of ale, and we'll sit and talk as equals. Elsewise, you can hang.
Where were you when the Saxons came? Did you see anything? What are you to Rollo?
Where were you when the Saxons came?
Hunting rabbits, wasn't I? Sick to death of carrots and turnips. Then I heard Gerhild shouting, and all hell broke loose.
Did you see anything at all?
Gerhild talking with a Saxon. Couldn't hear them, but wasn't nothing good. Sure of that much.
Why should I believe you? You could be lying to save your own skin.
Ask her. Says she's loyal to Rollo, but I've known her since she was a babe. Full of spite and ambition, always was.
How long has your sword served Rollo?
I owe his father a blood oath. If that means wiping Rollo's arse until I die, so be it.
And if Rollo was dead, that oath would be fulfilled. You must tire of battle.
I'll feast in Odin's hall one day, but not with the stain of dishonor on my hands.
You're lying. I found a rack full of game nearby, enough to feed the camp for days.
Told you, I was hunting.
Stick to that story, and I'll tell Rollo to take your treacherous head.
I was sleeping in the forest, wasn't I? Heard Saxons tramping through the trees, so I hid. Not fool enough to face him on my own.
I have what I need for now.
While you were drinking
try
and
to get
whoring,
back
Rollo,
to-
the Saxons attacked us, and these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. Gerhild, is it?
Aye. Rollo's sworn sword sister. I've served him proud and true. You cannot think I betrayed him?
Where were you?
You weren't here when the Saxons attacked.
I was hunting. There's fine game in the trees outside the camp, and our people need meat.
What was your prey?
Rabbits for stew. Rollo's favorite.
Why were both of them saying they're hunting? So they both told the same lie if all that food was already there.
Who are you to Rollo?
I am shield sworn, so long as England and that Frankish witch do not sway him from the true path. Our people deserve better.
I hear envy. But of Estrid or Rollo, I cannot tell.
You know nothing, Ravenbeak. My concern is for my fellow Danes. You'll find no treachery here.
Lord accused you of treachery. He saw you with a Saxon.
Look, you believe that old crow? His bones crumble and his mind wanders with age. Or he wallows in jealousy. Take your pick.
You're lying. I found racks and racks of game.
You got more wit than your face suggests. I went to meet a lad from a nearby village. Rollo's not the only one who dallies with locals.
Seems like a crackhead. Well, none of that's clear. They both gave the same stupid answer.
That's all for now.
I think she was jealous. It caused this to happen just because of jealousy. Wow, this never, ever, ever gives you a clear-cut answer, so it's all guesswork.
Have you made your decision?
Here's what I learned from...
Gerhild claimed to be hunting as Lork did. Rabbit.
She rarely hunts. She's been a terrible shot since we were children.
Your shield sister is jealous. She thinks you neglect your people by sleeping with the enemy.
She always had ambition. But she accepted my leadership. Swore on her shield.
Lork saw her with a Saxon. She claimed he was her lover.
Yet she has berated me many times for taking Estrid to my bed. I did not think her a hypocrite.
Lork said he was hunting, but your rags are full of fresh rabbits.
Why would he lie? Unless he had something to hide.
He tires of his blood oath, and with your death, he would be free.
He has become old and frail, but he served my father well. I would have freed him without bloodshed.
This man knew the Saxons were coming and hid. He was either in league with them or a coward.
A sad fall for a great warrior no longer in his prime.
Wow, that's still not clear cut. Damn. TheBunaBug, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Have you come to a firm conclusion?
I have.
Let me hear it. Both choices will pain me, but let it be the truth.
Gerhild betrayed you.
No! That's not true! Rollo, I beg you!
Whoa,
A
hammerhead.
shameful death on bloody Saxon soil. Both had reason to betray their Jarl, but only one had the eyesight to do so. I hope you chose well, for you denied them a seat in my hall. There can be no feast in Valhalla for a break faith.
She was always a jealous crow, beak pricking over every decision I made.
Nothing more can be done here, but your warriors might still be alive, and I will need your help after they're free.
There's a Saxon camp with a dock at Port Walton. It might be they were taken there.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Always knew there was something wrong about her.
Spare me your sullen words. My heart is torn. Go. Find something useful to do.
I've heard of a safer place than this south of Colchester. Let's you and I go take a look, shall we?
I'm sorry that your people suffer, Rollo.
Thank you, Eivor. I have much to think on as we journey.
I'll leave you to those thoughts.
So, knowing this game and the idiocy of the people who wrote it, I am thinking that that choice that I just made, that this guy, that the guy that I saved is going to end up being a bad guy and still try to kill this Rollo guy. But that being said, if I would have accused him and he would have got killed and the girl would have got saved, the same thing would have happened. Because no matter what choice you make in this game, it always comes back to bite you in the ass. It's not like a normal freaking game where you make choices and one it turns out bad and one turns out good. Every single time you make out a choice, it always turns out bad. Well, unless it was planned to turn out good. But a choice like this, it's just going to turn out bad. And that's why I saved, because I'm going to go find out what happens here real quick. I'm hoping this doesn't drag out for an hour or so. And I'll be able to quickly find out if I made a good choice or not. And if that dude that I just saved does something bad, I'm going to go back to my save that I saved right before I made the choice and do it again. I actually should have saved right before I talked to that Rollo for the last time, but I did it before I talked to them. But if it turns out bad, I'm going to go back to my last, which I'm pretty sure it will. I'm going to go back to my last save and make the opposite choice and see if that turns out bad, which I'm pretty sure probably will too. So, mark my word. And let's see if I'm right. Doing all right, and you? Pretty good. Are you enjoying your summer off? I know it's getting close to having to go back again, huh? Don't you start back in August? Or do you get to wait till September? Preferably September, huh? That'd be good. Is that my horse? That's not my horse. There's my horse. My horse is never around when I need him. Yeah! Find and rescue the Danes from a fortress. I think I already rescued the Danes from this fortress one time. The last time I went to a place where I was supposed to rescue some Danes, they were already rescued. So let's see if that's the same with this. Is there a guy up on that? No, not that one. No. Is that a guy in the front of this place? Oh, he's on the other side of the damn wall.
They will attack on sight here.
Your mama will. Oh God, look at all the explosives. Just blow the place down. Yo ho, blow the men down. Wait, that's a gay song, ain't it? That's a gay pirate song. Because we all know that pirates are gay, especially after Johnny Depp played one. I'm just joking. I don't know what it is. Some show that I was watching, it was like Halloween, and everybody was dressed like a gay pirate, and they made the inference, I guess is what you'd call it, that it was because of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Because almost all of them were dressed like Johnny Depp in the show. I can't remember what it was. It seems like it was How I Met Your Mother or something like that. One of them comedy shows. I know, but in the Pirates of the Caribbean, he kind of acted, you know. I know, but he still kind of acted a little bit gay. That's why that was the whole joke. Yeah, he was nutty, but it was like, I don't know, that's what they were, the joke was inside the show that I was watching, though, is that because he had eye makeup on, which all pirates wore makeup, and just because of the way he walked, sometimes he'd have his hands like this, he's walking. You ever notice that? Yeah. He's wasn't gay, but he kind of acted a little bit gay. I know. I know, but it was just a joke in the show. I can't remember what show that was. I start back in August, but my summer has been busy and helping my mother and grandma with my grandmother's house. Wish I could have stayed at the beach longer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you still haven't finished with the house? That's probably a lot of work though, huh? I know that when my dad died, I had to go down to Arizona, and I took 2 days going through all his stuff, and packing it all up, and then hauling it back to California and giving it to...
Not a moment's peace.
most of it to my stepsister and my brother. My real sister, she showed up in Arizona and took a bunch of crap that she wanted. Which,
I'll ring the bell!
oh, God.
I'll ring the bell! Come on!
Where's he going?
Come!
Rollo's men, caged like plump hens.
Wait, who was that? Was that one of... was that Rollo? Got ready to shoot him? Rollo, come with me. I didn't see him.
We have this.
I'll get to the bell. I don't think so, buddy. Oh, shit. Blew it all up. Somebody else shooting at me? That is Rollo. Where's the freaking guy that's over here trying to shoot at me? There he is. You missed. I will shoot you and blow everything up. There's so much stuff to blow up. I'll blow it up. Got those good guys over here. Those were the good guys, huh? Oh, shit is blowing up everywhere. I need those arrows. It's a lot of work, which includes a lot of trash to haul off. Yeah, that's what with my dad. Well, actually, you got a bigger, probably got a bigger place than my dad did. He lived in a motorhome, not a motorhome, a trailer home, and so there wasn't a whole lot of stuff to, a whole lot of room to put all his stuff in for him to, but what room he did have was completely packed. He was a hoarder bad. That trailer was so packed full of crap, it wasn't even funny. Finally. The guy did not go down without a fight. I miss.
God won't let us lose.
I missed. Oh, God, I missed again. But yeah, I took about 6 truckloads of crap of his to the local dump area. Just out of that small little freaking trailer, man. At least six truckloads. I feel for you though, man. That's a lot of
you have done right by me.
Hard freaking work to do that. Not that it was real hard. Well, it was kind of hard going through all that stuff, but the worst part was actually going through it for sentimental reasons. It was just really emotional.
Let's give the ravens a feast of Saxon blood!
My guy's dead. This guy did too? Apparently he's got an arrow right through his head. Or his side. Is that all? Oh, there's more down there? Damn it! We should not have let these guys loose yet. I hope there's no more Saxons. There's got to be, because this place is huge. No.
Damn it. Need to get on the other side.
Why do I even need to go in there? I don't need to go in there. I thought that was the Saxon. I mean, Dane. Oh, it just says eradicate, so I gotta kill the rest of them. That's what it's saying. What? Did I miss him completely?
Rollo's men are free. Now we discuss the terms of the kidnap. Your axe arm is strong, Rollo.
Never doubt me, Raven Feeder. These Saxon king slaves did.
Your loyalty will be rewarded. Your pleasure-seeking blinds you.
You showed great loyalty to your kinfolk. Stay true to that, and your name and deeds shall spread far.
Good advice. Such is my fiercest desire.
If it's renown you want, then aid me now. I have a task that will set your name ringing through the long halls.
Oh, tell me.
I need someone with a swift wave steed in good repair to bring the Lady Estrid across the sea to Francia.
Another kidnap scheme. Estrid is unshakable. All right then. Let we two triumph where one failed.
I need you stout-hearted in this, whatever your passions for Estrid.
We had our time together. Now that's done. I will not fail you here, nor her.
We will meet with your men inside Colchester on the night of the Lammas Festival.
If I remember rightly, I might not be remembering this right, but when I watched Vikings, Rollo, betrayed his clan and everybody else because of a woman, a French woman, and I think her name was Estrid, but it wasn't because he helped her escape England. She was already there. She was the king's daughter, and I think he was promised to marry her if he helped or something. He was all infatuated with her. What is going on over here? Hammond has asked for Eivor to Hytham to visit him. He has received a new letter from the poor fellow soldiers of Christ. Okay, that one's about Winchester. So that's the final one. So what am I... Oh, damn it. I forgot to look and see what I was doing here. So both of them are here now, ain't they? Oh, what the hell. That one's done. Well, I guess it's going to be a while before I find out if I made the right choice. Damn it. Oh, and I forgot to do my skill point. Poof. It's a long ways away. Okay. I think I kind of got don't know if you'd consider it lucky, but it was wasn't real bad when my grandmother died like that, because she lived with me at the time.
All of it, I remember a lover from so long ago.
So all of her stuff was there, and because I just moved about a year before that, because I got a job as apartment manager, so I had to move into the apartment, and she actually almost died, and about a year before that, before I moved, and my uncle came into town and got rid of most of her stuff while she was in the hospital, and then left, and then she ends up pulling through. So she didn't have any. She had a few things, but not a whole lot. Luckily, I kept all of her personal stuff. I wouldn't let him freaking get rid of that, but he got rid of most of her furniture, and closed up her apartment and stuff. So when she got out of the hospital, he was already back out of town and moved back to freaking Colorado by the time she got out of the hospital, and she didn't have any place to go, so she moved in with me. And then about a year after that, that's when I got that job as apartment manager, and so we moved again. So she didn't have a whole lot of stuff. I was like, I don't know if that's, you could consider that being lucky, but saved me a lot of I wouldn't even say emotional turmoil, because it was still pretty emotional, but I don't know. Many things.
The last house in Malden. All of it should be here.
I didn't have to deal with a lot of stuff like that, at least. What happened there? Is this even the right house?
Spilled pail of water. Someone was in a hurry.
Grandmother's into making crafts, sewing, and collecting chickens. Lots of stuff acquired through the years. Collecting chickens, what, like little knick-knack chickens? The sewing and stuff, though, bet you could relate to that, though, because aren't you into sewing pretty much too?
Leave me be, warmonger! You have my sister! Is that not enough? Peace, boy. I'm not with these men. I came to speak with your sister, that's all. A day in Essex. Now here's a day riddled with strange portents and happenings.
What's your name? Why did they take your sister? Where is your sister?
What is your name? I'm Ellerich, the man of this house. Who are you? And why have you come? I'm looking for your sister at the behest of another. Behest? We've got no money to speak of, and my sister is well past the marrying age. Do you know where they're holding Olvida? Yet another stay at the King's pleasure. The prison camp at Brentwood, far to the west. I'll bring her to the lake house north of there. Meet us there if you wish. If you promise you will find her, I will.
Wait. Wow, that's a long ways away. Why would the king take her? They're talking about Alfred? Oh, this is close to London. Yep, chicken figurines, cookie jars, etc. So many chickens. My grandmother is the one who taught me to sew. Yep. Are you keeping all of her sewing stuff so that you can carry on with some of the stuff she was doing? I scared the poor little deer. They dropped little deer turds. Oh, and tried to kick my ass. Probably should have got out my damn horse and pull it out of my pocket. Oh, it's good to have a horse in your pocket. Comes in handy when you need a quick getaway. Wow, that sun. Oh, wait. Focus. Cloak myself and go in darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This place is heavily guarded.
I will spit on you again. Is this what I'm looking for?
Let's see you, old friend.
She's like prisoner here somewhere in that hut. Nope, it's showing over this way. It's got to be right there. Wait, what is this? Oh wow, this is a long time ago when I was here. You can go up under there, up under there somewhere. Keep them a few sewing notions. Any fancy old sewing machines? I've been actually thinking about getting a sewing machine. Darcy says, no, I don't like sewing machines. She was, we're talking about making some curtains one time for this bus. She says, I don't do sewing like that. I said, well, it'd be cool if we had a sewing machine because we could do stuff like that. And I guess she's not into sewing.
What's all that about?
My mother sewed quite a bit when I was younger. We had a sewing machine. I remember back in the day, the only thing I would wear was big belled Levi's. And a couple times she had bought me some straight leg boot cut or something Levi's, and I wouldn't wear them. So she brought out her sewing machine and cut up an old pair of Levi's and sewed some pieces in the legs to make them big belled, homemade big belled Levi's. And actually they were better than the freaking big bells that you could buy at the store, I thought, because they had a lower waist and stuff. And I always thought that would be cool to be able to do something like that, especially nowadays that you can't even buy big belled Levi's. And I still would wear them if I had some. Yeah, no cool old sewing machines. That would have been cool, though. Yeah. Yeah, I know somebody that had an old sewing machine recently. I wish... Okay, so when I moved up here with Darcy, about almost exactly 3 years ago, I had a bunch of stuff in the storage room. It wasn't a storage place or anything. It was a room at an apartment complex that a bunch of us used to store crap in.
This key should unlock Alvida's cage.
Friends and stuff.
Something going on?
But when I went in there, I noticed that there was only like 3 people that had stuff in storage there, and I was one of them. But I noticed that one of the other people that had stuff in there had 2 old sewing machines, and one of them was the kind that was in a table where it dropped down. It was like an old Singer, and just made a regular tabletop, and then when you use the sewing machine, it popped up, and it also had the pedal thing underneath. It was pretty cool. And I almost asked her if I could have it, because she doesn't use it, but I didn't think she would, because I think she got it from her grandmother. I don't think she would have gave that away. But she had the other one too, and it was old like that too. She finally gave that one away. But I'd like to have something like that just to make stuff with. I like crafty
This must be
stuff.
Bearston's love, Alvida. They haven't broken her spirit.
That's what I was thinking about, maybe getting one, so I could do stuff like that, like Levi's. I get also upholstery, and these curtains. I have some ideas for at least this one window that's above the bus. There's these 2 little windows that on the hump of the bus. That's why they call it a buffalo coach, is because it has this hump on the top. And there's 2 little windows up there. And I want to redo the windows, but even before that, especially the way we have it sitting right now, in the morning sun shines through here, and it drives me completely nuts. So I'd like to make some kind of curtains that I could put up there, but it's kind of weird because it's not a whole lot you can do with it right there, just because of the shape of the windows and stuff. But if I had a sewing machine, I might be able to make something there. No. And upholstery. If I'm making any furniture, sometimes you have to upholster them, like chairs and ottomans, things like that. I'm making some woodworking stuff. Be nice to make some leather upholstery, so I need a sewing machine that could actually sew leather also, so it's strong enough. So okay, so this place has a key, I just noticed, and the key's way over there, so I'm gonna I was thinking I could just take care of these guys, but I think I need to, or skip these guys. I think I need to take care of them anyway. She's a feisty lady.
Huh? What's that about?
What's that about?
Gone to ground in the bushes.
Well, that didn't work out too good, did it? Which one has the key? It's over there. Can I go around the other side? Oh, God. There's a potential dead guy.
Looks like trouble. You in the bush, rat?
Looking forward to getting some sewing done as soon as we finish up with my grandma's house. Yeah. Gotta get some stuff sewed for Halloween. Because when Halloween gets here, you won't have time because of school. I'm gonna shoot that guy. You have taken your last pee, dude. Kill them all! I wonder if I can get that guy way over there. Is there anybody that's going to see me doing all this? Oh, that dude goes, oh man, everybody's dying around here! Is he still alive? I think I got him too. There's shit going down around town.
Now what?
This year, Sadie has proclaimed she wishes to be Dracula from Castlevania. Yeah. Well, that'd be kind of cool. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, God.
Halt! God damn you!
Stomp, stomp, stomp. A stomp of your face. What just happened? Okay. Did I get the key? I think I got the key now. Now, what's all this
please!
yelling and screaming over here?
These beards have left me to rot! What? What is this? You're not one of them?
Stay quiet. I'm here to free you.
I cannot walk. My ankle. They were not gentle with me.
Then I will carry you.
Who are you? Who risked so much to save me?
A friend.
Of Ellerch's? Is he all right? The poor boy?
Not your brother. Someone else who wishes to rekindle a friendship.
Shit. Oh, hey. There's an opening. Can we put her on a horse? Where's my horse? There he is.
My leg. It pains.
We're almost there.
Throw her across the back. Why couldn't she sit on like a normal person? Throw her on there like a normal person. Just because her ankle hurts doesn't mean she can't ride like a bitch on the horse.
Beat me.
No, that's not a derogatory term. That's
Bless the saints! Here you are, sister, safe and well.
Please.
You'll soon be safe. Rest easy.
I get off here. There we go. Can I get her? She's stuck now. There we go.
My ankle. Oh, the pain.
Oh, in there.
Rest now. Soon you will be up and about again.
Alfida! Did they hurt you?
Takes more than some cockshy milksops to break my will. Beating a boy half to death for stealing bread. I'll not see it done.
Growling bellies mean nothing to those pay swords.
Ellerich, pay more mind to the world. It is cruel and dark for those who cannot stand up for themselves.
Alvida, could we speak in private?
He is a good boy, but without a father to guide him, he's grown softer than I'd hoped.
That's the story of the world now, lady. You raised him alone. He needs to grow up. I should tell you who sent me.
You raised him alone. Where were your parents when he was a child?
Dead of the plague that came when he was 3 months born. So to shun your door when you have a babe on your teat. Now it's your turn. Why did you come for me?
I'm here at the request of Alderman Beerston. He wonders if you could love him again.
Love him. Dear old Beerston, he remembers.
He does.
I've thought of him sometimes myself. But with my brother to fend for, I could not waste a life mooning.
He has thought of nothing but you, Alvida. And with his wife, Istrid, returning to Francia, he sent me to find you.
How it would work between me and him? I'm a poor woman. Have been always. But the alderman... Oh, God, help me! I'll give him a go. How could I not? Oh, bless.
He'll come if you call.
I'll give him a go.
At the lighting of the bonfire, he'll ride here to meet you.
Ellerich, come you and sit with us. I have something to say.
Wonder if the kid's actually hers and his. She just said that it was
my
her
apple blossom
brother,
girl.
So she didn't
Is
look
it
like
really
a slut
you?
or
It is.
something.
Though crows have left their footfalls round my eyes.
They still shine brightly, as when we were children. Has Eivor told you all?
Aye, she has.
And do you accept me, love?
She
My heart
has.
feels like it will burst.
Give her time.
And this young lad is Ellerich, Alvida's brother.
Hello, your worshipfulness.
I am Beerstan, nothing more or less. And you are a fine, strong lad of... how old?
19 summers.
He's all the family I have, Beerston. If I'm to stay, you must welcome us both into your heart.
We have one half of our bargain done, Beerston. I will return with news of the other.
Does this mean we're leaving Malden?
You are, my boy, to live with me in Colchester. Perhaps I can teach you the joy of the hunt.
Before you go, Ellerich, I'd suggest a long, slow walk around the lake.
So they can get acquainted again. But she's going to give them a go.
I should leave them to their reunion. The next piece of this drama is the kidnap in Colchester.
Dear Beerston, I cannot believe you would come for me after all these years.
I never stopped thinking of you, Alvida.
Alright. Oh, hey, more loot. So it looks like the stream's pretty steady tonight. Hasn't buffed a whole lot that I've seen. And it's just minutes behind me. If even a whole minute. Not even a whole minute. Right there. That's when I just started fast traveling. So that's less than a minute. So now it's done. There's less time than it took to fast travel behind me. See, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanted
5,
to wear a garland
6,
of meadowsweet in my
7,
hair. They say it will
8,
bring you your true love.
Understands.
10,
Then perhaps
11,
you'll see he's been
12,
beside you all
13,
along.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 seconds behind. That's about normal. That's about average. That's about how it usually is. Hey, I got a skill point. Where am I going? Behind me, wherever that is.
Go, Zulin.
What was that? Something here. Something on that head. Oh, that's the fast travels point where I came from. So I'm going over here somewhere. Oh, there's supposed to be a festival or something going on. Is that it? That does not look right. Looks like a bunch of people that just want to eat me. Damn. Everywhere I look in here, there's soldiers. Yeah, this is a festival. Can I not just go through here without soldiers coming after me? Where is the...
My head is spinning with the mead and fires. I might even dance a jig or two.
Laris is like honey.
Down there?
Asti, tu sweateriende hiten.
Ja, vi fecht! Och brasse, steppa fort!
Ga, with fecht!
Damn it!
Switch there, yeah!
Swa, swa, herrlikor!
Son of a bitch. I can't even walk around here without freaking soldiers trying to get me. And I'm here on... this is just so lame. Where am I going? Behind me. Up there somewhere. Ah, there's soldiers everywhere.
My head is spinning with the mead and fires.
What?
I might
Now all
even
the
dance
soldiers
a
will be after me. Yeah. Here we go again. That was
The
just
festival is
Wayne,
underway.
In here,
I should speak to Rollo about our plan.
you're in here dealing with the leaders of the frickin' town. You'd think that they would tell the soldiers to leave you the fuck alone. Where the hell is he? Wow, what was that? Earthquake. Still to... Where's Rollo? Is he up there?
Sajishi bishops wa hewila. Is he yende. He's keen to fade. Deya Jesus our Dan halia hit madalas.
Ixbad oswin banwervan sechan. Hini
Something's going on over there. That's him, huh?
Take your last breath.
Remain steadfast. No escape!
My head is spinning.
In for the finish!
The fires. I might even
Thanks for killing all these bastards.
This is like honey.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. Now that guy's down again. No, it's the guy. That's actually him. Fucking civilians!
We have the advantage.
This fucking game. There's a little girl running right through the middle of a fucking sword fight. In every other Assassin's Creed, you had to watch out for civilians. But the civilians did not run in the middle of a fucking fight. Somebody else down over here.
Hey, Bingo.
Look at that little girl right there. I don't know who these freaking people are that are falling on the ground. There's way too many guards. And I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Can't hold out much longer.
This is not part of the quest that I know of. Although whoever I'm supposed to be talking to is on the ground over there. I don't want to talk to him until after I kill all these bastards, or they'll just fucking end up on the ground again. That's Rollo. Any more freaking assholes? Yep.
Die! Patience! Look for the open!
And there's more coming.
No!
Wow, there's a bunch of them over there. I don't know what the hell's going on here. He's gonna go run right back into the fight, huh?
Pathetic! Your life for that!
So that his seed might fall on the fertile land and grow the grain anew.
I don't care for that pagan pomp. There is just one God.
People!
And he gives us everything we need. In his life and
Freaking retards!
What I need, you're mine!
Are these guys fighting each other?
Away with you! Give up, you shit!
There are so many of these guys. I don't even know where Rollo is anymore. I kind of
I
lost
wanted to wear a garland of meadowsweet in my hair. They say it will bring you your true love.
He's over there. Hey, Luke.
How are your people, Rollo? Recovered and ready for what tonight holds?
Gerhild's treachery was a blow. Few were surprised it came to that, only that her dark ways took such a brutal turn. Put that aside. We're ready now. What would you have of us?
What? What? I don't even know what's going on.
Wait for my signal. When I approach Estrid, that is your time.
I am your axe, Eivor.
I'm
Night
supposed
will
to be
fall soon.
acting like
Then is our moment to strike.
I'm kidnapping her. But yet I've got to kill a bunch of people to do it? I don't even know what I'm doing. Kidnap. We just killed most of the people, and now they're all back again. Oh, God damn it, this stupid freaking game. Why did we have to fight them all before the kidnapping then? Why wasn't that just part of it? This game is so retarded.
Let's go! What is that for?
Can't even shoot my bow. This guy's...
Grease! You think you well? Hey, fellas!
Way over there now? Son of a bitch. She's freaking moving.
So that his seed might fall on the fertile land and grow.
She's in on this. Why is she making it harder? There she is.
I am ready when the time comes.
Where'd you go now? He's right in the middle of all of them.
Take the coward off! We watch each other's backs!
Well, this isn't gonna work. Civilian casualties. Of course there is. Son of a bitch!
Watch my lead!
I'm gonna be so glad when we're done with this. I played it way too long. Fuck! All of a sudden they're 10 times freaking tougher than they were a minute ago.
You Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours!
Look, that didn't even hurt them.
Take that!
Ah! Thought I already had her tied up. Yeah, and that takes forever. Fucking civilians!
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of
Jeez.
Essex is ours!
Fuck!
This is what we do to Saxon godslays. We pillage. Pillage and plunder!
Still not dead?
Bleed you!
Now what? Carrier. Carrier? Do all this freaking madhouse? These civilians are gonna get killed again!
Saxon dregs!
Wow. I don't remember ever I know I complain a lot about games, but I don't remember ever running into a freaking game that is so freaking lame when it comes to the mechanics.
Guards!
Damn it!
Woe unto me! Put me down!
Odin's beard. You wouldn't fool a child with that howling.
Unhand me, fiend!
Where the hell am I supposed to be going?
None of you Saxons save me!
Run faster. There's a guy right behind you. Shit.
What will become of my virtue?
And more. They're fucking everywhere! Stop!
Filthy Dane!
Such a fucking lame ass game.
My love!
Son of a bitch! Fucking horse, man. Can you stay still while I put this bitch on you? Oh, God. As soon as I pick her up, the motherfuckers come after me again, so the horse runs. Oh, this is so lame. Would you fucking stop?
Guards! Guards!
Son of a motherfucker.
Together, lad! You're going down! You can't outrun me! Oh.
Ah. So idiotic, man. Fuck!
Focus, we have this!
Where the hell do you come from? Hard. Is there any more before I frickin' pick her back up again? This is so fucking retarded, man. Now I'm on a slope when the horse is way up there. Come back down here, you frickin' retard.
I shall faint from the sheer horror of it all!
Just stay still! Fuck. So irritating. Sorry if I'm yelling. This is so irritating. There's a never-ending, non-stop fucking flood of people.
Aren't we? Oh, what a thrill! My heart is racing.
Yeah, you just got about
Your screaming drew half
50
the guards in
fucking
Colchester down upon us.
people
I
killed.
wanted to give a good performance. My father always
Performance
said I was
doesn't get
quite
people
the actor.
killed.
I won't deny your enthusiasm.
Did you not have even a little fun?
To steal away a princess. It did give a thrill.
A woman fights bravely against her abductors. Yet, what will they do with me now? Is my virtue safe with you?
It's not in danger, if that's what you mean.
Come now, Eivor. You can stand against Alfred's brutes, but you shudder at a maiden's gentle teasing?
I knew she was going to flirt with me. Yeah, and how many of these guys ended up dying because of her?
It is done, and all that stands between me and my home now is a foaming ribbon of surf and silt.
You did well, Rollo. You and your people. Are you ready to sail?
Loki's hissing sun churns the waters between our coasts. We'll need time to rest as we wait for fairer weather.
Have a care, then. Alfred's soldiers will be looking for Estrid, even if Beersten's will not.
Now's not the time for such worries, Eivor. Tonight, we celebrate. Let's get you some mead.
Bierstan will meet you northeast of Colchester tomorrow. You have earned all my husband promised, and more. Come find me, if you like. Away from these reveling Danes.
Whoa. At least it wasn't a guy that was propositioning me this time.
Thor's thunderous hammer.
I should find Bearston. No doubt he's hunting again.
Yes! A ruse worthy of the trickster Loki. They're even stolen by us. I am proud of us. We did a good thing for Estrid and her lord. Maybe now we can all be happy. Yes! A ruse worthy of the trickster Loki. They're even stolen by us.
Made me feel young again.
Oh, that dude.
And I have you to thank. You believed me, though I was a coward. Won't make that mistake again.
Oh, he turned out to be a good guy after all. That's good to know.
They're even stolen by us.
Where's this guy at? Way up there. So I'm done here. I don't know if Darcy was trying to sleep while I was screaming and yelling. I'm sure I woke her up. She falls asleep watching videos while I'm doing my stream sometimes. She's watching Grimm, the TV series from a couple years ago. Huh? Why would he want to do that? Oh, that's pretty gross. She's watching an episode where some creature is sucking the embiotic fluid out of pregnant women.
The gods here are
That's
vigilant.
pretty gross. Demon horse. Demon stallion. Or maybe it's a mare. Maybe a little of both. Never know. What's going on over there? I gotta go over here.
There, old hound. Hold faith, for soon we'll be hunting.
I'm trying to get the food. So where's
No
this
troubles
new
bestir your
new
heart,
lady?
do they, Percy?
I
All
don't
you
see
think
her
of is
anywhere.
what next to eat. How I envy you.
No one is water. Who's on your way?
Bearston, Estrid said you'd be here.
Eivor, dear heart, you who drew back the bow of Eros and reunited me with my one true love.
Have your thanes asked why you do not look for Estrid?
Pish. They have asked, yes. I said it was hopeless. Then I lay upon my couch, sobbing and wailing. A pretty show.
That may not be enough.
Tut tut. The wind is soft upon our faces, and I am far from the whispering doors of Colchester. Come, let's hunt.
People are going to take your freaking kingdom. Big old Rottweiler.
What are we hunting now?
Boar. A majestic animal, don't you think? Driven by a fierce fire, blazing eyes, and sword tusks.
I once knew a strong-armed shield maiden who rode a boar into battle. She named it Bristolbolt.
How wondrously strange. Your tales are worthy of the hearing. We'll not ride our boars, but eat them. A feast, in Alvida's honor.
A feast for your mistress? Birston, if this ruse falls apart, King Alfred will strip you of your title. Our alliance would be worthless.
Have no fear, I shall be discreet. We will eat and sup at my hall with a few friends and family. It is there our friendship will be sealed.
So soon after Lammas? Will people there not recognize me?
No, you are just one more Dane. And in that chaos, who remembers anything but the screams of dear Estrid?
These are your lands. I trust in your judgment. And how is Olvida?
She is a firebrand. We have rekindled our love as if we were teenagers. Even Ellerich is a welcome addition. A younger brother to me, yet more alike to a son. The things I should like to teach him. Ah, this is the spot. The best boar here.
I don't see any boars. There's one, I think. No? Dead one. Is that a dead one?
Come on, the
frickin'
feast
rat.
table won't fill itself.
Where are they? Right here.
I shall suck the scrumptious marrow from your bones, you porcine devil! Come on, the feast table won't fill itself.
No, there it is.
They are fearsome beasts, but tasty.
Wait. Oh, how many of them have we got to kill? All of them?
Come on! My bow arm aches. We did well, Eivor.
A good hunt, Birston.
And enough for one day, I think. Even my thanes will not go hungry with this catch, and they are as voracious as wolves snatching at my carcass.
They may give you grief, but I've been nothing but amused. They are a welcome change to warring jarls and piss-sudden politics.
You have brought us all true happiness, Eivor. I thank you from the bottom of a heart full up with joy.
Birston, the Heart-Hound, who sought his true love by searching the sad haven of his memory and finding her there.
Beautifully said, my friend. Beautifully said. Come, Percy, you hapless hound. Barely a boar worried. I do not know why I keep you in my employ.
Now what?
What are your plans for Essex and your family?
There is much that is new in this old fling. Alvida is changed. The girl I fell in love with lies behind years of hardship.
And Elleridge?
A soft lad, but with a heart as stout as his sister's. Their closeness does them both credit. The way he looks at me is often strange. His eyes furtive and downcast, like a hound waiting for his master's crop. It worries me, to be honest. Can I be both a brother to him and a love to his sister?
Give him time, Bearston. He had his sister to himself all his life.
Yes, yes. But tell me, Eivor, did you succumb to my flighted bird's charms? She can turn one a tremble with her eyes.
You're talking of Estrid?
Do not be coy. It does not suit you.
Are you jealous, Bearston, after casting her aside?
Of course not. I could not be happier. I only wondered for her sake. All that to say, I am only glad she has found a chance at happiness again. Lord knows I could not give her that. But these are grim thoughts, and I will not let them lay their cold grip upon me. Tonight, we feast and celebrate.
Sure.
Now watch, these freaking guards are not gonna like me.
If they see me, this will get messy.
If they see me, this will get messy. I am a guest of the freaking king. Elderman. Why?
Wait up.
This is retarded!
God's justice awaits, coward!
They won't recognize me. This has been retarded since day one, man. So many guards around here, and I can't go anywhere without the guards freaking going after me.
Home and hearth never used to stir the soul as the hunt did. But now my Alvida is here. All is changed.
Bearston, you promised we would never be apart, not for one waking or sleeping moment, and already you're sneaking out to hunt.
For the feast, sweetling. We owe our mutual friend a great debt, one that I promised to repay over suckling pig and ale.
Sister, have you forgotten where you are?
I have a right to happiness, Outreach. Or am I to play nursemaid forever, you ungrateful pup?
Happiness, yes. But you embarrass yourself nightly, heaving and sweating with this ham-hock.
Hold your tongue, boy. Lest we both speak our truths.
What truth have you to speak? That you've returned to this fickle man who abandoned you years ago for a Frankish pet? A woman he paid this Dane to abduct in that lammish shadow play?
Mind yourself, boy.
Or that you let him sniff and paw you, and take him to your bed on the promise of nothing? The whole of Essex whispers now. He's married still, his wife freshly stolen, and you are no more than his...
I am the mother of his child, you whelp!
Child?
Yep, told you.
Alvida?
Please, my boy, I
will never forgive you for this. Never.
Well, that didn't go too good.
My lord, joyous news. God smiles upon us this very day. Estrid has been found by Alfred's men. They ride to her rescue as we speak.
Well, looks like
I will not let this plot be undone.
Nothing is safe till they are away to Francia.
I will fix this.
Should have
One
stayed
day I
there.
will call on you, and you will come.
You can count on it, my friend.
I think
I wanted to tell you so many times.
I
Do not fret, sir.
He hates me.
Okay, I wish this wouldn't have taken so long between the time that that Rollo's people, there was 2 of them, that one of them could have betrayed. I don't I guess both of you guys were here when that happened, huh? TheBunaBug and Blue Jay. There was 2 people that could have betrayed him, and he asked me to pick the right one. And I, just a while ago when I was leaving his camp, the one dude said, "I'm glad that you know, trusted me, blah, 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 blah." I bet you that guy is bad now. I should have known that this wasn't over. But the thing is if he's bad, I really would like to find out. Well, I don't even know yet, but if he turned them in to Alfred's men, I would really like to go back. Maybe I'll do it in the daytime tomorrow. I'd like to go back to the save that I saved right before that, and save the girl and let him, you know, Rollo kill that dude, and see if it turned out the same way. Because I bet you this game is that fucked up. That's what I was saying back then. I bet you this game is that screwed up, the storytelling of this game, that no matter what you do, you're going to get the same outcome. That's just bad writing. I would really like to prove that, or not. I guess I could look it up on YouTube. I have a feeling, though, that I'm right now. I thought it was over with, so I thought, oh, hey, everything's good now. I don't even know what time it is and how fast it would take me to...
Estrid is so close to freedom. I hope I'm not too late.
This is the place.
Rollo! Alfred's men have found you!
What? How can this be?
Lork, stand by Estrid. Guard her with your life. If she's taken, all is lost for us in business.
Come, lady. It would not do for them to take you back.
Why would they trust him with
Watch
him?
out!
Lord!
Oh, well.
Odin, no!
Maybe he's not a bad guy.
Right, Roman Danes! If she's unharmed, we may let some of you live!
Here come the bastards! Protect Astrid!
Damn it!
Pray for yourself!
I hate that delay that they do sometimes between the rolls. Apparently all the guys that were... Who's who? Oh, there's more.
Let's spill some gas! The light's dead! Take it! I got it!
Son of a bitch!
You're going down! Stop that ship from sailing!
Son of a bitch! Get up!
Secure the element's wife!
Go up! Damn you!
The fuck? Get out of my way!
Big miss
This game has got some of the lamest freaking mechanics ever.
Together, alright? I'll go
Oh, now one of my guys just ran inside the fucking fire and died, huh?
Eyes open, just in case.
No! Son of a bitch! Get off of me!
Ah! Eivor!
Estrid, I promised I would free you of your life in Wessex. Francia awaits your return. Go now, with Aegir's blessing.
I will miss you, Eivor.
When winter is past, summer will come and wind you in a flowered skirt. For you are beauty, and shall not wither.
Goddess Freya, give me more of that.
Come, take care of her, Rollo Stoutheart.
Wow.
And if you find
Look
yourself
how
on
much
England's
bigger that
shores
dude is
again, I will expect you in my hall.
than Eivor.
Good. They're safe. Birsten got his end of the bargain, and Estrid is to Francia. I should return to Randvi.
Wow, some of the mechanics in this thing just gets to me. I'm really think I'm getting burned out on this game. It's been going on for so long. You know, this is definitely the longest game that I've ever played. By far. This is already my 86th episode. The most that I've done before this was, what, 70 something? I checked it out last week. I can't remember exactly. Can't believe that one's finally over, though. Oh, I guess I was wrong about that dude betraying him. So that's at least good. It's going to be... You know, this game is not really super bad. There's just some of the mechanics get old. And they don't work real great. And the way that... If we're in a spot like this where there's no civilians around, that's okay. But when we're in a town and I have to fight them freaking bastards... and they're just pouring in one after another, and civilians are running right through the middle of the fight. That's retarded. I don't know if you ever played Assassin's Creed 3. If anybody's ever played that, but you fought a lot of times in town. Well, you fought, in a lot of them you fought in town. But there was a clear way to fight. In this game, I don't know how I put this right. In this game, it's just button mashing. Bam, 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 bam. You just keep hitting the button. You have three different buttons for fighting, and you just hit them, whichever ones. This one. Oh wait, this one makes you go around in circles and do that. There's a finisher. And then this one's just one hit. If you hold it down, it's a little stronger than if you just tap it. And then this one's pretty much the same, but it does a different type of hit. It does kind of a side. hit, while this one's over the top. Anyway, so it's just mashing those buttons and hitting them as much as you can, and then or you can do a combo. You can do an arrow right in the middle of it if you want, or you can do one of the special moves, which are once you're doing one, those ones that come up on the right bottom and left bottom. The right ones are the swords. The left one is the arrow. So you got a lot kind of to choose from, but it's really just mashing buttons and trying to kill people. That's it. In almost all of the other Assassin's Creeds, except for these last 3, for some reason, from Origins on, they started a completely different mechanics. But thing is in 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, 4, Rogue, Unity, and Syndicate, they did change the mechanics a little by little throughout the series, but they always had this thing where these icons would pop up above the enemies' heads. And if you press the right buttons at the right time, when that icon would come up, you would fight just that one person. So you knew which person you were actually hitting. You can kind of lock on to people in this and fight just the whoever the icon or the target is on. But if like civilians and stuff run in the middle, civilians are going to get hit. And all those other ones, you were just hitting those people that had the icon above their head. If you hit your buttons at the right time, you would just make a move on that person. And if you hit the button, and the next guy would get an icon above his head. If you hit the right buttons at the right time, you would go right into it. It was like a combo thing. You can go back and forth between the different people that you were fighting and know exactly who you were hitting at what time. Just like Batman. Batman has that kind of same kind of mechanic. Well, the Batman Arkham games. So there's no chance of you hitting civilians accidentally. If you killed a civilian, you did it on purpose in those games. And usually if you hit a civilian in those games, it would give you like one warning. If you hit more than one, you get unsynced. Desynced? Whatever the word is. Well, you know what? I haven't been here in a while.
Eivor, strange times these.
You and Petra chasing a white elk in the woods high as wispy.
May I see your stores?
I forgot that I had... Oh, what the heck? I killed... Huh. I killed a couple more of these since I've been here. And they weren't added here. That's weird.
Nothing else?
I have something that may interest you.
Let me see if I got any more of these.
Bringing me this would be helpful.
I never could find the black bears. And I still need one more dog fang, and I can't find them fucking dogs that I found these other 3 on now.
We always have need for this.
That's all I got left, huh? There's black bears. Oh, no, raven feather.
Good. This will help the settlement.
Finally. Got that done. So that's it.
I'm looking for this.
1, 2, 3 left, and it's 10 black bear. No, 12 black bears and 1 more dog fang. And I'd be completely done with this guy.
Done for now.
I have to go. See you soon.
Say hi to Petra if you see her.
What did...
In Essex,
Shit,
I played a
should've let her talk.
matchmaker and a heartbreaker. An easy way to forge an alliance, but let us stick to war and diplomacy.
Understood. Thank you, Eivor.
So the Ravens covered the board. It's only got 2 left here. What'd that say? I gotta watch the playback. Said something about Rollo. I think he joined your Vikings, or whatever you call them. I couldn't see what that said. I think it said that Rollo was one of your Vikings now. What happens if he gets killed? Yogg's Vikings? Whatever you call them.
I want to see the alliance map.
So there's only 2 more regions left. What time is it? Wow, still got an hour left. So Sussex. This is... What did that say? Reunited, and he has ruled again as a firm and fair hand. Okay, so... I wish I knew a little bit more about this. I'm pretty sure this is where... what's his name? His brother went. Some lady kidnapped whatever the hell his name is. His adopted brother, the actual Jarl of our clan, Sigurd. And this is, last I heard, he was going to here. And this one I don't know about yet. I think I need to do this one first, though.
My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
I believe you do. Now is the time to strike, before Fulke decides Sigurd is of no more use to her.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
All right. Speak to Ranvi about Winchester. So that's the one that I don't want to do yet. Can I pick more than one of them at a time? Yeah, better not. What's with all these? Hey! Are these the legendary animals that I killed? I think so. There was 3 wolves. There's only 2 of them there. A big white stag. Kind of rabid dog. Bear. Bull. And a polar bear. Huh. All but one of the dogs. Thought there was 3 dogs. There's one real big dog and 2 smaller dogs. I don't know. Seems like all the legendary animals, though. So this is the first time out of all of these quests lately that I've got it done before the end of the stream. So I have kind of a jump on this one. Tomorrow night I should get it done a lot sooner, hopefully, than normal. And that way I can get on to that last
of
quest.
Wessex, land of plenty.
I want to jump all the way down there. Hi-ho, Silver.
Go!
I didn't even turn around. Where am I going?
What do you see, Sunan?
Must be in the longhouse. Where's he at? Inside. Damn it, where's the door?
We need to whip them more. Them and the elves. The
Hell's
elves
this?
are not working hard enough.
Why is it?
Eivor, you giant
Oh, hey.
steaming bowl of elk piss. King Oswald sends his regards.
Brothia, brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's, good to see you, Eivor. Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There will be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
Okay. That's somebody from earlier.
Eivor, my second favorite Norse.
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
These are the
Ever the optimist,
sheriffs
though.
of London.
It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
No backbone in these young slave girls anymore. It's like they've all wilted.
Got her that was talking. Come on.
Luthvina, once again we will battle side by side.
Greetings from the north, old friend.
And how is your
Still griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council, but grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
So yeah, these are 3 of the provinces. I freaking supposedly have allies from all of them, so why is there only 3 provinces?
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
So Guthrum was a
You must be Eivor.
character
I've
in
heard
the
much
Last
of
Kingdom.
you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
He was the head of a whole clan of Danes in the Last Kingdom, and so far, from what I've seen about most of the characters in the Last Kingdom, they were actually real people. It's an honor to meet you. Stories are all true.
Guthrum Jarl, Saxon Bane, and Reaver of the South. I am honored to meet you at last.
Respect where it's due. I like that. Here's hoping you fight as smoothly as you talk.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we're able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I will not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Every once in a while, they have somebody that's voice sounds like they're talking through a tin can. Just like that dude.
Snake, Fulke, hides behind walls of stone. But Eivor will drag her out. Still got a soft spot for him, don't you, brother?
Him and Eivor? Ha! Lower your aim, friend. You'll have better luck.
Oh, is this the guy that was trying to pick up on me one time? Yeah, I think so. Everybody's always flirting with Eivor. Man, woman, and child. Wait, that was just gross. What the heck? Okay. That one's the closest. Anyway. It's I've never had any problem with anybody's freaking personal choices and or sexual orientation or anything like that.
Survey the area.
But these games nowadays and TV shows and everything else, actually trying to make history out to be something that it's not is just messed up, man. And it shouldn't bother me probably because it's just a game.
They said there would be a scout on this hill.
But it bothers me anyway that they have rewritten history.
I smell blood.
I don't claim to know everything there is to know about history.
I smell blood on the air.
I know enough to know that there is not
death is close.
That much
Someone
openness in history when it came to sexual orientation. There wasn't that much openness. I mean, I'm sure, especially in Rome, ancient Rome and ancient Greece and places like that, that there was a lot of homosexuality and stuff like that, and it was more open and maybe even more common. But in the Dark Ages and even in pagan tribes in Europe, I seriously don't think that it, especially in the Christian world, there wasn't. It was really frowned upon. But even in the pagan cultures like the Danes and stuff, there was not that. It wasn't an open thing. As much as I know about history, it wasn't an open thing. And for these writers of games and TV shows and movies and stuff to rewrite history to make it seem like that's true is just not showing respect to history and the process that history that people have went throughout history to make themselves more tolerant. And that's the biggest problem I have with what's going on the left nowadays, is they preach tolerance, but they don't show tolerance. It's really kind of laughable if it wasn't so ignorant, you know? It's so ignorant that it is kind of laughable, but it would be laughable if it wasn't so sad, put it that way, that they have screwed history up so much. I mean, if people actually knew that it was a lie, if people knew that it wasn't the truth, then it would be laughable and everybody would laugh about it and say, yeah, you know, it's no big deal. But the thing is people that don't know history, there's that old saying, that those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. It's true. And if people grow up and they're not exposed to real history and they're exposed to this stuff and they think that this is real history, that it's based on real history, then they think that that's the way it's always been. And then they lose perspective of how tough it was and how different it was in history. And then they expect people from history, historical figures, to have understood the morals and standards of today. And that's how they go about demonizing and condemning historical figures. They lived in different times. They believed in different things. Their standards were different. Right or wrong, they were different. People didn't learn that shit yet. People didn't know that it was wrong to have slaves until relatively recently. All through history, people have had slaves. All cultures have had slaves. And then for people to condemn people of the past and only certain people for having slaves, and blame their ancestors or their descendants, the people that are alive now, for what their ancestors did, is retarded. There's something definitely freaking hypocritical and two-faced and non-tolerant and non-understanding of the way history really was. Anyway. Oh shit. It's the wolfers. I don't know, I know I go on about stuff like that a lot. And it's just that I respect history. I respect the growth that cultures have had throughout history, and what they started as, and the growth and character that they have built throughout history. For people to come out right now with this critical race theory and say that whiteness is bad because of historical problems with it, and that it's just something that's they think these people that believe in critical race theory believe that white people have been the only evil force throughout history, which is completely and utterly freaking false, man. Every single culture and every single race and every single group of people in history has had good and bad. And I don't think that you can really say that any other group of people was worse than Western culture. Or you can't say that Western culture was any worse than any other group of people. That's what I'm trying to say. I said that completely backwards, didn't I? And as a matter of fact, because of Christian morality, which has a lot of guilt in it and has a lot of things that happened throughout its history, because of Judeo-Christian morality, I think that we have learned faster how wrong when we do something wrong, like, say, the Spanish Inquisition, we understand how wrong it really was. And and slavery. White culture was one of the first cultures, European culture, I should say, not white. I don't want to break this down to race. Western European common law culture, Judeo-Christian common law culture, were the first in the world to understand that slavery was bad. Not even the people that were enslaved understood that it was bad, because their cultures had slavery. You think that European people were the first ones to have black slaves? Hell no. Black people have black slaves. Northern African people, which you wouldn't even consider as black or white, they're European, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern. They had black slaves. Just like the Romans had white slaves. Just like a lot of cultures had white slaves. Just like Genghis Khan had freaking white slaves. But it was the Enlightenment and the philosophers of the 16th, 17th, and 18th century that started understanding that all men are created equal, or they didn't just start understanding. I mean, other cultures thought that too, but they're the ones that started implementing it into their laws and started trying to change it for the better. Anyway, enough preaching. Let me get to the game. Get back to the game.
Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me.
Cool. Okay, so that's 500 meters and that's 600. Let's go this way first. Anyway, the main reason I do even bring that up is because it bothers me when people try to change history and try not to really understand what history is all about and how history is written. It's not the good things in history that are written about as much as the political stuff and the battles and the wars, and that just changed, didn't it?
I need your eyes, my friend.
Those other ones over there. Yeah, it just changed directions. But it's more the
a scout patrols the riverbank north of Crowley. Okay, scout. Right where Basim said he would be. Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
Orders from Fulke. Where's that at? That's not it. What's this? Mysterious password. When you meet the man in white... Okay, that's the Winchester thing. Fulke's orders. Plans for the reinforcement of Port Shire. Man, I can't read it. Okay, one last one. Wait, there's a fast travel to there, one there. Or closer, at least. Anyway, what I was saying is that the sensationalized stuff is what you get in written history. You don't really think about the real lives of the people that live through history. And that's what you got to try to do, is you got to try to get into a little bit of anthropology and try to understand where these people, different people and different cultures were coming from their day-to-day lives, how they what made them tick, how they treated each other. And you'll understand why there was such things as racism, why there was such things as slavery. Most of the things were for protection in a really freaking harsh world, you know? It was because people wanted to be civilized to each other, and there was forces outside of their little groups or their little villages or even their countries that would change their way of life if they could. And everything that they went through
Be my eyes
and done was in the name of safety, and sometimes it got a little carried away, and sometimes it got the real meaning and the reasons behind those things got lost in history because they didn't have history books. They didn't understand history. They didn't even know how to read throughout most of history. Most people didn't even know how to freaking read. So even if they had history books, they wouldn't understand them. So they did all they knew how. And that was word of mouth and stories.
Scouts.
Like most primitive cultures didn't have a different word to distinguish between stranger and enemy. You got to understand that kind of stuff and what drove people. And you'll understand history better. See if I can get... I don't have any place to really hide around here. What's this back here? No, that's not any place to hide. Oh shit. Okay. I can just kill this guy outright. Right in the head, maybe?
Stop right there.
Wow, that was a bad shot.
God won't let us lose.
Fuck. I was mid-swing.
I've seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of Portchester.
Oh, I could have just did this. Probably on the other side. Yeah, if I would have came around this side of that and shot this thing, I probably would have blowed all those guys up. One shot. Anyway. Don't run through the fire. Don't. What a dork. I got a hot horse. He's all pissed off because he's ran through the damn fire. It wasn't my fault. Don't blame me. Freak. Wow. Probably could have fast traveled, huh? Nope. Apparently not. Anyway. Shit like that gets to me. Because I don't think people understand what they're talking about when they start putting down people and other cultures, and they don't understand that that's what started all the prejudice in the first place. That's what started all the racism. That's what started all the enslaving of people, is not trying to understand other people and that other people have different ways of life. And when people think that they know it all, they're the ones that end up persecuting others and screwing over other people. And that's what history teaches us. And if you look at the way these people like Antifa and just leftist progressives in general they are trying to change. This is one of the good things about the whole pandemic. The only good thing that came out of this whole pandemic is that children have been stuck at home learning school over their computer, and their parents were there seeing what they've been learning. And now people know what these leftist, progressive, Marxist bastards have been teaching our kids. Maybe not all teachers are that way, but if you look at some of the freaking teachers unions and the leaders of these teachers unions, that one freaking head of the teachers union in, I think it was New York or somewhere, recently made a statement saying that they're trying to teach the truth about history. And she's talking about like the 1619 Project, which says that the American history did not even start, or didn't start in 1776, like we say, which is true. The American history did start with the Declaration of Independence. That's when we declared independence from England. That's when our country started. They said that it started with the first slave ship that came to our shores, which was 1619, and that America was built on slavery, and everything about America was built on that. And that is total bullshit. Total bullshit. And she's saying that it's the truth, and that people are, that the right wings, and I'm not right wing, so she's already freaking lying there. She's saying it's a right wing, alt right, far right lie that history is not that way, and that they are trying to teach the truth, real history, to our kids. She just came out, I mean, it was just last week when she came out and said this shit. They are trying to teach real history to our kids, try to teach them the intolerance and what our country was built on and based on. And she kept using the word true history, truth. And every single thing she said was a lie. And this is mainstream shit. And this was, and the left is like just running with this shit. It's bullshit. It's total freaking insanity. And I swear that if anybody out there, I mean, not too many people are going to hear what I'm saying anyway, but anybody that watches this now or watches this later or sees it on here on Twitch, or sees it when I upload it to YouTube, if anybody is listening to this, and you believe in God at all, in any form of God, believe in any kind of evil versus good, or good versus evil, understand that this is pretty much what religion was trying to fight against. It's like a biblical antichrist. An antichrist doesn't have to be a person. It could be an idea. It could be a freaking movement that is pushing the world into evil. And that's what it seems like to me. I don't know. I've believed in God all my life, but I've never been one to preach doomsday shit or believe in these conspiracy theories or anything like that, or believe in a biblical good versus evil. But that's what it feels like, man. It feels like it's so freaking much. If you really, really pay attention to what's going on right now, you could see this, that these people are not there. They're not all there. And they're not thinking with a good heart. They think they are, but they're not understanding what they are doing. I don't think all of them, a lot of them, especially the Marxists, Marx did not believe in God. And most Marxists are admittedly atheists, and some of them will feign Christianity. They'll act like they're Christians or something, or Muslims or or Jewish, but they're not. They're lying. Most Marxists, you cannot really be a Marxist and be a Christian or be religious, because Marxism is a religion. And you can't have two gods. Marx is their God. They don't see it that way. They don't understand it that way, but they treat it that way. And that's what it seems like. It's like this biblical antichrist, this movement that's coming in and taking over mainstream normalcy. Anyway, I should get back to the game. It's getting late, huh? Yeah. All I was trying to get at is that it just bothers me, and I think I watch too much of these videos, and it really bothers me, and it just seems like the good is winning in this battle, but it's slow going. And the more foothold this cult of the left gets in mainstream and in our lives, the harder time we're going to have getting it back to at least a little bit of decency, a little bit of decorum, of right, you know. I just can't see how they can't see how bad it is, how messed up this shit is, how critical race theory is actual racism, but they're just passing the buck off to somebody else. They're headed down a path that people like Hitler headed down, and look what happened there. Like the Spanish Inquisition headed down, and look what happened there. Like the freaking people in Uganda headed down, and they ended up slaughtering half their freaking country. And Uganda still never came out of that. They're still one of the poorest nations in the world, I think, as of right now, when it comes to people starving and shit. What's going on right now, I think that's what got me started on this now, is this what's going on in Cuba right now, and the way the left is reacting to it, and the way that they should be reacting to it. And they still think socialism is a good thing. And how there's a freaking 2.5 million signatures on a petition to give $2,000 per person and an extra $1,000 per each kid to everybody in the United States monthly. Just because. Nobody's going to want to work then. If nobody fucking works, we die of starvation, of lack of fucking housing, of lack of freaking clothes, warm clothes in the winter, and air conditioning in the summer. Anyway. Sorry, I just ranting. Nope, don't quit. What am I doing?
Scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
My confidence is well-founded. It was a calculated risk. I have something more urgent to share.
Leaders should not second-guess themselves.
Nobody respects a trembleheart.
I have known plenty as brash as you. Not many are left in this world.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I'm reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
Get that. We have this.
I'm really starting to dislike these big-ass battles. I don't know if anybody remembers, it was in, I think it was in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They had these big battles like this, but they had a lot more control in the battles, if you remember. And they were kind of frustrating too. There's a little bit more going on. Where'd that bastard go? Fuck. That's what I was trying to kill. No, there he is. Damn it, he got back up. Where did the big bastard go?
Worms, take him!
We kill them here, or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way, they die!
Which one's which? I don't even notice.
The Saxon falter!
Maybe behind us.
I'll kill you!
How did there get to be one of these guys behind us? Thought all of them were this direction.
Spread out! We got this! I'll cut your corpse! Eat this!
Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester! They flee like rabbits!
Then we chase them like hounds! That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow arse!
Leave him! The day is already won!
What was... bastards. I just killed one of them. Both of them.
Come on, then! I found you, Saxon! You'll join your friends soon enough!
Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly?
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it!
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
Stab him.
I will not. Go and tell Fulke what you saw today. Tell her Eivor is coming to tear her heart from her chest.
I will tell Fulke her opponent is a weakling who does not have the stomach to finish what they started.
Son of a bitch, I should have just killed the bastard.
You will regret this, Mercy!
Maybe. Screw it.
He is dead, Eivor. You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
I didn't like what that guy said, so I had to kill him afterwards.
He was always quicker than me. Beat me out of the womb by mere moments. Come back!
No! Damn it. Let me loot that guy while I'm at it. I was just trying to loot the person. I wasn't trying to drop him.
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
I bear the blame for that.
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine. Knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Fulke is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard, and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stowe, Lufina, right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people, but a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk, no brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uba, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I will join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uba, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to save here and continue tomorrow night. Looks like I'm about at least a third of the way done with this. The Sussex quests. And then after I'm done with that tomorrow, it's time to move on to Winchester for hopefully the final battle. So I am so ready to get done with this game. And I can't quit now. I'm so close to the end. But anyway, sorry about all the ranting tonight. I just get so tired of certain crap. I have to let it out sometime. But till tomorrow, leave a like, share, subscribe, support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon. All in the description below. I guess you can't like on... I keep saying that. I got to come up with a whole new outro if I'm going to stay on Twitch. But anyway, thanks for sticking around, BunaBug. And Blue Jay, if you're still here. Yep, there's Blue Jay. Have a good one, guys. See you next time. Adios.